guys. All right. Shout out to Mill City Boxing for this interview uh, with this cat right here. This is Terence Crawford's hype man. He's with Crawford. You seen him recently when Crawford was about to fight Spence. He was in the gym with Crawford, kind of being real loud, and that's Crawford's guy. But anyway, this whole video pertains to Terence Crawford and the rumors versus Chris Eubank Jr., who fights at middleweight, two weight classes up from 147, where Terence Crawford resides. I'm just gonna take a little clip, real quick, and we gonna talk about it.
Yeah. Well, I think it's a good fight, especially he coming off a dynamic win.
Chris
He got a
Eubank
revenge
is.
win against the Liam Smith guy. He looked real sharp. He boxed really good.
Knockout. He got knocked out, and now he knocked him out. That was impressive.
Yeah. So, but they called the best in to help the guy. We resurrected him, so to speak, and now we're gonna put him in the dirt. It's a money fight. They want to put up the money for the fight for whatever reason. They think this is the fight.
Okay, so pretty much he's confirming that this is a thing, Terence Crawford and Chris Eubank. So my thing is, which I don't like, and I'm gonna call a spade because I am a Crawford fan at heart. I'm Crawford, Team Crawford, but I'm gonna call it out. I'm not just gonna sit back on the wayside and yes sir, no sir, yeah Crawford, yeah Crawford, and try to defend him every time I see something ain't going right. That ain't the kind of guy I am. I gotta call you out because if I knew Crawford, I would tell him. I'm not just gonna go along with it like a yes man. Man, I'm gonna tell him what it is. But anyway, there's interviews where Crawford was Jerron Ennis has been trying to get the fight with him at 147, and Crawford's alibi was, and I was with him. He's just looking for the mega fights now at this point. I get it. Big money fights. That's why he's trying to fight Canelo. That's why he's even moving up to 160 in between 168 and 154. He probably gonna see how he, test the waters at that weight division. But Canelo, there's no guarantee Canelo's gonna fight you. So Chris Eubank is not a big payday fight. It's not a big fight. It's not those. If you gonna fight him, you could have fought Boots Ennis. More people that are boxing fans, I'm not talking about the casuals, they would rather you fight Jerron Ennis. Am I lying? Who would y'all rather see? Jerron Ennis or Chris Eubank Jr.? I'm going to ask the people that's looking at this video. Who would y'all rather see? Tell the truth. If it was between them two, don't name no other fights, just between Chris Eubank Jr. and Jerron Ennis. Who would you rather see? Okay? So, you could have gave him a shot before you left because it don't sound like you're going to be coming back down to 147. You wasn't struggling. You could fight at 147 still. The buzz for Terence Crawford has kind of dwindled. He fought, by the time Crawford get back in the ring, it'll be a year has went by because he fought in July. Now, granted, not his fault to a certain extent because Errol Spence Jr. and Terence Crawford had a contract for a rematch. It was a rematch clause in there. So for whatever it was, if it expired, it's not going down. So now he should have fought. He could have fought Ennis. So if you ain't fight Ennis, you jumping over 154. You got Danny Garcia. Yeah, I heard Terence Crawford say he don't want to fight Danny Garcia because they didn't give him a shot. But don't let your personal feelings get in your money, in the way of your money. Because Danny Garcia is a bigger fight than Chris Eubank Jr. Let's keep it 100. Then you could have fought Danny Garcia and you could have stayed there and waited until the Tim Tszyu fight and the Keith Thurman fight and had another fight and then possibly retired. You could have did that. And then, you probably could have got, I don't know the situation with Jermell Charlo, you might would have got a squaz in the third fight. You'll be 37 at the end of this year. You ain't got too many fights left that I see. So now you need to cash out. You had your name hot and buzzing. Now you gonna fight Chris? Pay-per-view sales ain't gonna be all that. So now they gonna go off your last pay-per-view sales. It's crazy. But Canelo will fight you before he'll fight Benavidez. It seems like nobody wants to fight the fights the fans want to see. That's why you got Showtime. They didn't close the doors on boxing. HBO closed the doors on boxing. And then now you guys got Amazon Prime. Now y'all doing the same stuff. Mayweather started this all. You didn't start seeing this ducking and dodging to Floyd Mayweather and the Manny Pacquiao when they drugged that out. You didn't start hearing no A side, B side to the Floyd Mayweather. You didn't start people. It's crazy now. You set the example. You show people how it's done. You have a big enough name, you could say, look, I'm going to fight Ennis. Because now when you do Ennis like that, guess what he going to do when he get his name up? He ain't going to fight the next person. So it's just going to keep, this stuff is going to keep happening. Amazon Prime probably not going to renew their contract once this is done. So, Chris Eubank Jr., who is excited to see this? I'm not paying no pay-per-view for this fight. I'm gonna get on my sneaky link and I'm stealing. Not paying for that. I didn't ask for that. You fight Jerron Ennis, I'll pay for that. I'll pay for the Danny Garcia fight. I'm not gonna pay for no Chris Eubank, man. I'm gonna watch that for free. Yeah. Be that it may. What do you guys think? Comment, rate, subscribe. It's your boy. Go ahead and like the video as well.